Hello, I'm Paul Pluta and welcome to the Paul Pluta channel. Today I'm doing paid reviews because I don't fucking do shit for free. 20 US, and if you're a really good egg, you send a little bit more. This is what David has done. That's correct. Dave from Canada. He's a classy guy. He sent me $100. Remember, like, subscribe, and tell your fuckhead friends. And remember also, man cannot live on Google Ads alone. So please look in the description for 10 ways you can help me stay on YouTube. Okay, this is David's request. Dear Archie, congratulations on the new Patek Philippe World Time, and I've sent you 100 US to support the channel and to thank you for all the information you've provided us viewers who can be really mean and fucking nasty. I have amassed a second-hand watch collection which I am proud of thanks to you, and they consist of the following: an Omega Seamaster Professional, Omega Speedmaster Ed White, Rolex Explorer 2 Polar, Rolex Submariner No Date, Rolex GMT Master 2 Coke, Rolex Milgauss Z Blue, Rolex Daytona Black Dial, Rolex Yachtmaster Blue Dial, Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand Date, Basher & Constantine Overseas Chrono, Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo 5402B Series, a Patek Philippe Calatrava 5107G. Geez, that's just like mine. I started collecting the sports watches many years back, but got into dress watches because of your channel. When you sold the Calatrava, I really missed seeing it on YouTube, and then one came up for sale and I picked it up. I also picked up the Reverso because I wanted to have the same watch as the Guru. Wow. Not to mention that it is a stunning piece, and I feel that it is equivalent to a steel Lange 1, and although it's not as highly finished, it has an 8-day power reserve. Anyway, I'm getting married next month in Korea, which I know you do not approve of, but I would appreciate if you could give a shout out to my lovely wife Chloe. Hello Chloe! Also, I've attached a picture of my EDC, which consists of a vintage Goyard hard case briefcase, a Montegrappa fountain pen, and a pair of Persol 649 sunglasses, which I know you'll approve of. Anyway, my question is, as I do not foresee buying any more watches, if I had to keep 6, which 6 would I keep? Also, 2 watches, which watches should I bring to my destination wedding, for my destination wedding? Thanks again and keep up the good work. Dave from Canada. Because of you, I've also started my own channel to document my collection. Well, Dave, that is fantastic. Unfortunately, Dave didn't mention his channel name, otherwise I'd give it a plug. But this is a very, very, very interesting collection. That's, whew, I tell you what, that's, whew, I tell you what, it's just eye-watering. This is a fantastic collection indeed. What can I say there? This is I gotta say, Dave, thank you so much for the kind words. Yes, I do love my World Time. You're right, I had to get back into the Patek fold there. That had to be done, Dave, because you gotta have a Patek. You gotta have a Patek Philippe in your collection there. There's no question of that. So now it's just a matter of I'm just having a quick look at your collection there.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece, we adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spent $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.
Cool. I'm just taking a look here. You know, when I moved my camera over, I had the wrong fucking email program open. Don't you love that? Okay, let's have a look here. What do I think of his collection? Wowzers. Fuck me dead. Fuck me dead. This is beautiful. I love the Cartier watch box. Man, that is so cool. Now, let's have I love the Goyard as well. That's so fucking cool. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look and let's back the truck up. We got some fucking very interesting pieces here. Fuck me dead. I love the we've got the Seamaster Professional. I don't know whether, okay, that's okay. On anyone else's collection, I'd say fine, but in your collection, David, come on. I think that's one that we could kick out. You got the Omega Speedmaster Ed White. That's the early Speedmaster. Yes, love that. You've got the Polar, Rolex Explorer 2 Polar. Yes, yes, yes. Tick that. Rolex Sub No Date. Yes. Rolex GMT Master 2 Coke. Yes. We've got the Rolex Milgauss Z Blue, yes. Daytona Black Dial, yes. Yachtmaster Blue Dial, that is fucking gorgeous, yes. Reverso Grand Date, yes. Vacheron Overseas Chrono, yes. AP, now this is a fucking rare AP. This is one of the early jumbos. It's a B serial because the serial number starts with a B. The very first were A serial number and pre. I think you even had pre-A serial. There's a couple but the B's are fairly fucking rare as well. Excellent. That's a vintage piece. And then you got the 5107. Oh my God! I tell you what, that is a fucking beautiful 5107's a cute. I miss mine. Just looking at yours, it brings a tear to the eye. So let's have a look at this and say, okay, if we were to, Jesus, this is a tricky thing here. Hello, Chloe. Hello, Chloe. That's about the easiest thing you've asked me to do here. Yes, I approve of the Goya. That is fucking gorgeous. I approve of the Montegrappa, and I approve of the Persols. Okay. My question is, I do not foresee buying any more watches. If I had to keep only 6, which 6 should I keep? Fuck! How many have you got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, you want to halve the collection? No! No! You can't halve this collection. Okay, let's say we do this. Okay, let's have a look and see what we'd do. Phew. Only 6. Okay, let's go through the things that we can't sell. Okay? Number 1, the 5107. That is not for sale. You'd have to keep that. You would have to keep the AP, the 5402. You'd have to keep the Reverso Grand Date. That it's a fucking killer piece. Now it gets very hard. You would have to keep the Daytona. I'm sorry, you've got to keep the Daytona. You'd have to keep the Speedmaster Ed White. You would have to keep No Date Sub. Now I've already reached 6. I've reached 6. Okay, I've already reached 6, and there's still pieces I love there. You'd have to keep the Explorer 2. Okay. So out of your 12, what would I keep and what would I flick? Okay, so let's look at the keepers. You'd have to keep the Calatrava, the 5107. No getting rid of that one. You'd have to keep the AP. It is fucking gorgeous. You'd have to keep the Vacheron. I'm sorry, we're not. You need the Vacheron. You've already bought it. You got the Vacheron. You need to keep it. You need to keep the Reverso Grand Date. You need to keep the Daytona. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 already. You would need to keep the No Date Sub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so if you had to keep it to 6, you'd go No Date Sub. You'd have to keep the Polar as well. I'm sorry. I can do 7, okay? I can cut it to 7. Here we go. Explorer 2, Polar, No Date Sub, Daytona Black Dial, Jaeger-LeCoultre Reverso Grand Date, Vacheron Constantine Overseas Chrono, AP Royal Oak Jumbo 5402, Paddock 5107 Calatrava. So I can reduce it, we can reduce it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, there we go. So 6 in the box, 1 on the wrist. So we would get rid of the Omega Seamaster Professional. Yeah, fuck that off. No great loss with that. The Rolex GMT Master 2 Coke. That's a hard one. That's a great collectible piece. Only sell that if you really had to. But I'd rather have, personally, I'd rather have the White Explorer 2 to just with your collection. That's my own choice. If I had the choice, I would flick the Coke. The Milgauss. Now that is fucking hard, because that blue Milgauss is fucking gorgeous. But we'll put a circle around that because I'm not convinced we could just flick that. I love that. I love that. The Yachtmaster Blue, again, it's also fucking perfect, but we could flick that. So I've reduced it down to 8 if we keep the Milgauss. It's a really good collection. Really super good collection. So I've given you a 6 and I've given you an 8 watch collection I would do. I think, what ones could we remove without any problem? I would say the Seamaster Professional, fuck that off. The GMT Coke, fuck that off. And if we had to, then the Yachty, which I love that blue dial. I don't even know if we should, but okay, that's where I'd be cutting the line in the sand. Also, which 2 watches should I bring for my destination wedding? Very good question. These are going to be the... So, look, on the wedding day itself, no question asked at all. You would have to wear the Paddock. No question there at all. Paddock, you got to take your Paddock, because that's the heirloom you hand down to the children. That's the Paddock. You got to take your Paddock. And what else would I take? So I would take the 5107. And then the second watch. This is, you're going to the honeymoon. I assume I assume you're probably going to be doing some swimming. So I'd take the no date sub. No date sub. So if I was going on a wedding here, take your Patek as your marriage watch and take the no date sub. That's your vacation. When you're on the honeymoon, you can swim with it. You can, that's just such a great vacation watch. So there you go. That's my opinion. Fantastic collection. Love it, David. I really do love that collection. It just pops. So there you go, fuckers. Archie Luxury, looking at David's. I love that Goyard case. So wonderful. Tell me what you fuckers think of that.